Okay, open up Blender and delete the companion cube. Next, hit Shift A and add in a cylinder. Open up the Add panel and turn the vertices down to 5. Now scale it up by 2 and rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis. Hit G, Z and bring it up by 1.6. Go into Edit mode. Make sure it is on Face Select mode. Delete the 2 end faces. Go back into Object mode and move it back by 2. Go to the top and change Bounding Box to 3D Cursor. Click on the cylinder and scale it on the y-axis by 5. Now do the same thing again, but to another cylinder. Scale the second cylinder in so it's not clipping with the first one. Now go into Edit mode and delete all the other faces but one, and inset that face by a little bit. Now delete the middle face. Go into Object mode and add an Array modifier. Turn off Relative Offset and turn on Constant Offset. Set the distance x to 0 and the distance z to -2. Now turn the count to 6. Apply the modifier. Go into Edit mode. Select See-Through mode. Box select one of the bars and hit P Selection. Now do this for all the rest of them. Go back into Object mode. You can see all the bars are separated from each other. Now click Edit, Preferences. Click on Add-ons and type in Extra Objects and make sure you have that enabled. Now hit Shift A and go down to Diamonds and click on Brilliant Diamond. Hit G, Z, 1.5 to move it up a bit. Then hit G, Y, 10 to move it into the middle. Now add the camera. Rotate the diamond a bit to give it a random look. Now go into the camera view. Turn on Auto Key and hit G. Now go to the end and go one more frame forwards. Hit G again. Now go to the middle and move the camera forwards. Make sure the interpolation is set to Bezier to make it smooth. Click on the diamond and go to the side panel under Rotation and hit I. Now go to the end and one more frame. Now under the rotation for Z, type in +360. This will make it loop. Open up the graph editor. Open up Object Transformations. Click on the X rotation. Add in a noise modifier. Set the scale to 25 and the strength to 0.1. Now click the little copy button and go to the Y rotation. Paste it in there. Turn up the offset to make it different. You can do the same thing with the camera too. Set the world to black and go into the Shading tab. Click on the camera icon and turn on Ambient Occlusion, Bloom, and Screen Space Reflections. Then scroll down to Color Management and set the look to High Contrast. Give the diamond a new material. Delete the Principled shader and add an Emission shader. Set the strength to 8. Add in the color ramp. Add in some cool colors. Then add in a Voronoi shader and connect the distance to the color ramp. Change the Voronoi texture to Chebyshev and the scale to 10. Make it 4D. Hit Ctrl T. Make sure the node wrangler is on to do that. Put Object into the mapping. Finally change F1 to F2. Now add in a Mix shader and a Transparent shader. Go down to Material and click on Alpha Blend. Add in a color ramp. Connect it to the factor. Connect the other color ramp to it. Adjust the color ramp until the black is transparent. Now you can animate the W to grow over time. Looks pretty good. Now let's give the walls a new material. Add in a color ramp. Add in some circuit boardy colors to it. Add in a Voronoi texture. Change F1 to F2. And change it to Chebyshev. Now hit Ctrl T and put Object into the mapping node. Now add in a bump node connected to the height. Connect the other end into the normal. Adjust the strength until it looks good. Now crank the metallic to 0.7 and the specular to 1. Now select the second light in the row and give it a material. Delete the Principled shader and add an Emission shader. Set the strength to 5 and name the material 111. Now select the third light and give it that material. Hit the duplicate button and name the material 222. Now repeat this process for the rest of the lights. Open up the graph editor. Make sure you're on the 222 material. Add a keyframe to the emission strength. Go 25 frames and add another keyframe. Now go 1 frame forwards and set it to 0. Now go to frame 51 and add a keyframe. Now add a cycles modifier to make it repeat. Now go to the 111 material and set it to 0 and add a keyframe. Go to frame 25 and add a keyframe. Move 1 frame forwards and turn the strength to 5. Now go to frame 50 and add a keyframe. Go 1 more frame and set the strength to 0. Add another cycles modifier. Now the lights blink. Now go up to Render and click Render Image. When it's done, go to the Compositing tab. Click on Use Nodes. Add in a glare node. Set the color module to 0.75. Add in a viewer node to see what you're doing. Set the mix to -0.8. Duplicate the glare node and set it to ghosts. Set the mix to -0.9. Duplicate the glare node again and set it to fog glow. Set the mix to -0.5. Now add a color balance node. Adjust it to your liking. Finally, add a lens distortion node. Set the distort to 0.01 and the disperse to 0.02. Now connect the lens distortion node to the composite node. Go back to the Layout tab and select a place you want to output the animation. Set the file format to FFmpeg video. Set this to MPEG-4. Set this to perceptually lossless. Now go up to Render and hit Render Animation. Once it was rendered, I added some sound design to it, and look at that!